So, Chris, everyone in India is debating now. Who do you see winning the IPL this year?
Who do I see winning the IPL 2026 this year? Wow, it's going to be a tough task, to be honest with you. But I'm always going to go with my favorite team, RCB. And obviously, the reason for that as well, they are defending champions. And I think they'll actually, be less pressured because they got their first IPL title last year. So I'm going to go with RCB to actually win the IPL back to back and make, history. So I'm looking forward to that. So good luck, RCB. I'm sure you can do it again.
Oh, you just gave the answer to the second question as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
This is what are they doing right compared to the others, but that already we have. All right. Any team you think people are seriously underestimating?
Within the IPL, no teams not going to be underestimated because, all the IPL teams are very strong. All the teams are well balanced as well. So it's going to be a bit complicated to actually, I know I single out RCB to win it, but it's not going to be an easy task to win it back to back. But at the same time, all teams are very balanced. And it's going to be a competitive IPL this year as well, because a lot of swap and changes, within teams as well, make it more interesting as well. So I'm looking forward to see it. It's going to be an entertaining one, and you just have to wait and see.
nice. When you watch IPL now, does it take you back to your own playing days?
Do I watch IPL now? Occasionally. Occasionally I watch IPL, and the reason for that as well, because I'm always on the travel. And IPL is the biggest franchise cricket within the world as well, apart from the World Cup. So when I do watch IPL again, I do get the thrills and, bring back memories as well. And it's go way back, starting with the KKR days, with the RCB franchise as well, with Punjab Kings 11 franchise. So I represent 3 franchises within the IPL, and it does, bring back memories. And I still feel I should still be playing, man. I don't know why they don't call me, So unfortunately, I guess they don't need the universe boss anymore. But it was great fun, and always great fun to watch the youngsters, them entertaining, within the IPL as well. Fantastic. Some very, very good players within the IPL, internationally and locally.
Which IPL season stands out the most for your personality?
Which IPL season stand out more for me? I would say 2011. Most people might say, why not the year when they score 175? But the reason I'll choose 2011, when I just joined RCB, how it actually started. I was in a nightclub when I got the call. Say, Chris, are you injury free? Are you available to play the IPL? And I'm saying, oh yes, man. And I was having a few brandy. So I'm like, okay. So how it started, the team was actually at the bottom of the table. Jump on a flight, it was actually a Friday night. Jump on a flight. They told me to go to the embassy to pick up my visa. I went to the embassy, got my visa, immediately jump on a flight. And I wasn't even practicing for a couple of months, I should say. So jump on a flight. The first game I played, I won the man of the match. I scored a century. So that season, take the team from the bottom to the top, and we went to the final, but we lost the final. So I think that's a remarkable start for me with that new franchise, RCB at the time. So 2011, I'll choose 2011 because of the story leading up to that year as well. So it's fantastic. And I pretty much, I won the orange cap, meaning scoring the most runs with limited games as well.
Is there one moment in IPL where you felt completely in control of the game?
I'm always in control. I'm just kidding. If there's any one particular way I felt in control of the game, most times, yes, because being a batter sometimes, when you're set, you can dictate when you want to score, who you want to take down, who you want to pull back a little bit. So yes, I've been in control a few times as well. That 175 I mentioned, the highest score within the IPL, that was fantastic. I was well in control because I can target whatever ball I want at any particular time. And pretty much the momentum was actually with me as well. So it was just superb. And yeah, it was just a universe boss in control, no other one. And I still, up until today, I'll say it, I should have got a double century. But I was satisfied with 175.
You were known for walking under massive expectations. What's going through your mind before a big chase?
What goes through my mind before a big chase? It doesn't matter how big of a player you are, you're always going to feel that pressure. Chasing a big total as well, especially in a finals, So sometimes in a final, a team would rather bat first, to take the pressure off you, when you bat in second as well. But if you're chasing a big total, it happened to me in the same final 2011. We played against Chennai. They scored over 200 runs in the final. And, the pressure started immediately. I eventually got a duck, so I didn't score any runs in the final. We lost the final. So pressure is always going to be there for any big player. So no one go past this cricket game without, being pressured at any particulars. At some stage, you're going to feel the pressure. And you just have to cope with it sometime. But the more calm you be, it will be the better for you.
And how do you stay calm when an entire stadium is expecting sixes?
How do I stay calm? I'm like, okay, the sun will shine tomorrow. No, I stay calm. But they say when you stay calm, you reserve more energy as well. I find that within myself. I don't know how that works for other people as well. But the more I'm calm, the more focused I will be. And the more I can get the job done. So I kind of stay a little bit relaxed. Yes, we do get carried away sometimes. We get excited sometimes, but you got to keep it, the poker face and, hey, get the job done first, and then you can actually, celebrate after.
You've played all over the world. What makes playing in India different?
Yeah, I've played all over the world. What makes playing in India different? Come on, man. Don't you see the big bucks over there, man? It's a lot of money, 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 money. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's a great tournament. The IPL is fantastic. And like I said, apart from the World Cup, the IPL is the next big thing. It actually changes a lot of cricketers' life. It definitely changed mine as well. And I really and truly appreciate the IPL. Just like a lot of other people, other players would say, yes, IPL, great. You get the best players in the world, so they're matching up against each other as well. So that make it more competitive. And it's a lot of pressure as well. We get a lot of money in the IPL, but it is a lot of pressure winning the franchise. So a few low scores here and there, you got to feel the pressure. You're getting paid and you're not delivering the goods. So it's a tough one. The IPL is not an easy road.
Do Indian fans add pressure, or do they actually push you to perform?
Oh, if the Indian fans push me to... Sorry, what was that?
Do Indian fans add pressure, or do they actually push you to perform better?
If the Indian fans actually add pressure or put me to perform more, I would say they boost me up to actually perform more, to be honest with you, because when I play at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, that's in Bangalore, the chant I get, I'm telling you, man, it's unbelievable. I think they're the best crowd, within the IPL. When you play at Bangalore, we want six. The adrenaline you get is just something different, and you want to please the crowd, you want to make them proud as well, because, without the fans, the game is nothing. And when you entertain them, always it's going to be more super for you as a player. So you win the fans, you win everyone's heart as well. So that's what I did. And up until this day, even when I'm not playing, they will still chant RCB, RCB whenever they see Chris Gayle. So yeah, the fans do really and truly help me to perform more.
You mentioned Bangalore. Any Indian city that feels like home to you now?
Most of the city, but Bangalore absolutely, feel like home to me, to be honest with you. Every time I go there, it's always memory. Of course, I built a lot of great relationships, some friends there as well, some people, nice people there as well. So, yeah, it's always, going back to your, like you say, going back to your childhood days. So, going back to RCB kind of bring back those memories, which is fantastic. And, still go there more so for party now and just have fun.
Cricket today is full of data and analytics. How much should players trust numbers versus instinct?
Yeah, the cricket today actually have changes with data, with a bit of technology. As we go on, the world changes anyway, so we have to adapt to that as well. So, I don't know how to actually go about it now. I haven't been in the system for probably 5-6 years now. So I don't know really what actually transpired, within that sort of dressing room. Every team got their analysts as well. and they try to use numbers. They use a different scenario from what I've heard. So I don't know how much. I'm old school, so I would like to stick to the old guns and go about it the old way, and get the performance done. You do your hard work, and you get the performance done out there in the middle.
If you were starting your career today, what would you do differently?
If I'm supposed to start my career today, what I'll do differently? Probably get married. Just to see what it would be like being married and playing at the same time. So yeah, probably that I'll do different.
What separates a good T20 player from a great one?
What separates a good T20 player from a great one? I think the great ones actually, have championship to shows and titles, world champion. You have a ring to show, so you're a world champion, so that can actually separate the greater ones from the good ones. So if you don't have a championship title, you're not the great one, okay? I might be wrong. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but that's just only my opinion and my suggestion. But you have some good T20 players and some great ones, and fortunate to be one of the great one, if not the greatest.
If you had to pick one shot that defines Chris Gayle, which one is it?
If I have to pick one shot to define Chris Gayle, probably the pull shot.
Who's the toughest bowler you faced in IPL?
Who's the toughest bowler? Or should I say bowlers who I've faced in the IPL? I've faced so many tough bowlers in IPL. So many remarkable bowlers in IPL, go from my own countryman as well. Sunil Narayan is a tough bowler to face. Malinga at the time with the slinging action was always difficult for me to get away as well. We have the latest Bumrah, who was very difficult as well. Who else we go up against? Ashwin, remarkable off spinner, remarkable bowler as well. So, like I said, the list goes on and on. Some great bowlers, actually passed through the IPL. That could, like I said, the list could go on and on. Dale Steyn, you name it. Some superb fast bowlers, some superb spin bowlers as well.
One piece of advice for young cricketers growing up in India today.
One piece of advice for a young cricketer growing up in India today. Like I said, everybody said the sky is the limit. But whatever you want to achieve, it's always possible. Never below your standard and never think or ever doubt yourself in any particular way. Make sure you just go out there and have fun and just execute it. Don't think too way ahead. One step at a time. Just don't think way ahead. One step at a time. And have fun, keep life simple. Yep, that's just what I would say.
Okay, we're almost there. When you watch IPL now, what moments take you straight back to your own play days?
When I watch IPL now, what take me back to my playing days? I don't know, if I see a youngster smashing it, getting a fast century, I'm like, oh yes, he's trying to be like me, huh? He's trying to be like the universe boss. He want to break my record. You know what I'm saying? So you bring back those sort of memories and you're like, yeah, I remember when I used to smash those bowlers all over the park, but it's always natural for me. But for them, they just need to be a bit more consistent of scoring runs. But it's superb, I just like watching it still, But sometimes when I see the stupid things in the cricket, it pisses me off, you know what I'm saying? It really and truly pisses me off. And it's a true story. I don't like watching cricket, you know what I'm saying? Because when those things happen, I will be pissed. When I see some stupid things. And I've done a lot of stupid things in cricket as well, but I'll be pissed. I'm like, what the? Turn off the TV, I'm done.
Is there one season of innings that still stays with you?
Yeah, everybody always talk about the IPL, the 175. So obviously that's going to be the biggest case for me within the IPL, scoring 175 against Pune Warriors, the highest score in the IPL. So that was fantastic. So, like I said, I was in control that day, and I just ride my luck, even though probably I didn't get a chance. But yeah, it was my day.
People see you as fearless. Were you ever actually scared out there?
If I've ever been scared out there, of course, man. What are you talking? Those balls fly past your nose 90 miles per hour. Who say they won't be scared of that? Yes, man. It's nerve-wracking, but you know what I'm saying? It's part of the game, part of the process. I'm not that scared to be where you're shaking in your pants and all those things as well. It's more like a little bit of nerves here and there, especially, I know as a batter, when you're going to start your innings, you're going to feel a little bit of butterflies, a little bit of tension. But as soon as you face a couple of deliveries, you feel the ball in the bat, on the bat middle, everything just come back to normal and all the nerves gone, and then pretty much you just take it from there. Sometimes you just have that energetic moment. You was excited. You want to go out there from ball one to actually, deliver the goods as well. So it kind of changes and varies sometimes, but it always depends on the game. And sometimes the team you go up against is actually, put a little bit of butterflies in the stomach.
If people watch your highlights 20 years from now, what do you want them to understand about you as a player?
If anyone to watch my highlights now, 20 years ago, what I want you guys to understand is that I'm one of the greatest Test cricketer of all time as well, okay? 2 triple centuries, that's remarkable. I know how many players have done that within the cricketing history, probably 4, yeah? So most people don't see Chris Gayle as a Test cricketer. I mean, as opening batsman, averaging over 40 as well. That's remarkable. But you guys brand me as the T20 king, so I can't fight the people. They say the people are always right, the fans are always right, but I'm just telling you, I would want you guys to say 20 years ago, you go and watch back some of Chris Gayle Test innings, and like, yo, whoa, this guy was actually superb. He was cool. He was fantastic. Good looking, amazing. You know what I'm saying? Flamboyant, shagalacking. Yeah, that's Chris Gayle, man. Thank you.
Last question. What part of your game do you think people overlook?
What part of my game I think people overlook? It goes back to Test cricket, the longer format of the game. I've been branded as the T20 king for the shorter format of the game, but people overlook my Test career, and I have a remarkable career as well. Played over 100 Test matches, which a lot of people haven't done. 2 triple centuries, which a lot of great players haven't done. So I would say they overlook Chris Gayle playing Test cricket in the white clothes. Now you can see my teeth even whiter now. So yeah, go and check that out again and learn some more about Chris Gayle history. I thank you.
On a very rare occasion do I do interviews in one take, but